mile south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Malone, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Back to throw, Watson. Man open, here is Jones. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. He completes this to Walker. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Malone, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side going to battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Caught on the right side by Jones. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And 3rd and 1 now. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the...
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Lance. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's 2nd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Red cycle.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
Let's go now. Ready?
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Niners hit 9-3 here on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club is more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here. Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
From the gun on third down, Lance. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know, some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
They'll run on first down. It's Malone. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Watson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
And some room to roll now. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 56 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Malone. And some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 69 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Jones has it. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Down. It's Malone. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. He'll try again. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On 2nd and a couple, Lance. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Lance now on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll pitch it out here. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Blue check. Ready.
On 2nd down now, Clinton. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Lance now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions, 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Shotgun now for Lance. He rifles one that's intercepted. picked off by Caden Stearns. And the Seahawks are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
And he is out of bounds up past the 10. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Watson off play action. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one good for 37 yards.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Right back to him on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
To throw is Watson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll run on first down. Malone. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Malone, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Let's go.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch out now. 50, yellow.
Throwing now is Lance. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a play fake. Lance. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Throwing on first down is Lance. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, Watson. Going up top. And that's caught at the 25. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Watson now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 3rd down, Malone. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put...
This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Niners come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Lance going to try to throw for this. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
From the 29, Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thompson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Malone. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, it's Walker. And he's got room. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. He's at the 40, the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, 49ers. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 110 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Watson on first down. Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Throw out wide to Walker.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On first down, Watson.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
Here's Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Fields it right around the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Now Lance.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And Lance now to throw.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Seahawks are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, these quarterbacks have their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. 37 yards. And the Niners take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Black shot, 17.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. On 1st down, Clinton. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Lance. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Up the middle they go. Clinton. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, 2nd half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Here's a run now with Kittle. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year and 4th overall. And the 49ers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. 30. 10. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Seahawks. A big-time special teams play here in the fourth quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
That's caught at the 25.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Cut it. Red, cycle.
On first down, Lance.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, 49ers. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Niners have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point forthcoming. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
118 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Watson. Man open. Here is Jones. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
From the gun, it's Walker.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Seahawks are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready, set.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Lance now on first down.
Wide open receiver complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you start.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers have got it back to within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. He finds his man complete. That's Thompson.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line.
straight ahead, Walker.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker, 29 yards. And the Seahawks are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose, and the Seahawks have picked it up. Room here to run.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it. And of ending up winning this game.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Malone, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. On 3rd down, it's Malone. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So on 4th down, Pete Carroll's going to call out his field goal unit. This to make it a 3-score game late. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? Well, this one wasn't sleeping. Maybe it was just slumbering a little bit. But taking that gamble there, you've got the lead. You may have ignited them now if they stop.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the 1st down sack.
Lance.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Seahawks, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Niners, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.